The book of Daniel narrates a story about an invisible hand that wrote God's proclamation on the wall. Daniel 5:5 NKJV. 5 In the same hour the fingers of a man's hand appeared and wrote opposite the lampstand on the plaster of the wall of the king's palace, and the king saw the part of the hand that wrote. God often uses invisible things to communicate his message, and to accomplish his will. Allow me to share with you an animated, true story, that will inspire you, while motivating you to take action. I will begin telling you about someone who is most often invisible, but is being used by God to communicate the gospel powerfully, and to do great exploits for the kingdom of God globally. Pastor Jedidiah became a Christian at age 16, shortly thereafter he began doing mission work in Honduras. At age 18, God called him to become a missionary to Latin America. Over 3 decades have passed, and Pastor Jedidiah continues to faithfully serve the Lord, as a cornerstone down in the trenches, as a pastoral missionary, and president of Mission del Caribe 501c3. This passage is demonstrated through his life. O God, thou hast taught me from my youth and until now, I shall manifest thy wondrous works. Psalm 71 verse 17. His ministries have expanded globally, reaching into many nations, tribes, and tongues. He is gifted at mentoring, training and empowering native pastors in the world's hardest places. He has developed ministry platforms, websites, giving systems, graphics and technologies to ensure that native pastors are mentored, can raise up and receive prayers and financial support. His system provides tax-deductible receipts and year-end reports for all donations. Pastor Jedidiah is like an invisible hand, in the hand of native pastors all around the world. Every day orphans and widows are fed, young people have access to schooling. People have access to clinics and Christian healthcare providers. He preaches the gospel on television 4 days a week, in Spanish and English, as well as hosting highly followed watch parties. His Facebook ministry page has 450,000 followers, and 250,000 likes. On Sundays he hosts both an English and Spanish church service, online. In a spiritual dream, the Lord asked him, "Where do you fit in my church?" He was ultimately given the clear understanding that he had always been one of the Lord's cornerstones. The chief cornerstone said, "Get down in this trench with me." Cornerstones must be severely tested, in order to bear the weight of everything that is built upon them. Cornerstones are hidden, down in the dirt, and no one remembers to support the cornerstone. However, if the cornerstone fails, the foundation fails, the walls fall down, and the roof caves in. Pastor Jedidiah urgently needs your prayers, and financial support, right now, in order to remain in full-time ministry. Give now. www.pastorjedidiah.org/give. Or support the Great Commission offering at www.giveonpurpose.org.